Shane, I thought we'd start off today talking about the survivor benefit plan, since that's one of our regular topics. It seems to me that it's a pretty straightforward plan, but there's always a lot of questions and confusion about it. And I think one of the reasons is the Social Security offset that used to be applied to SBP still has people puzzled. But what do you think about the survivor benefit plan?
I agree. There is a lot of confusion out there. There's no doubt about that. And part of it tends to always be around how much money the thing's going to cost and what kind of benefits you get out of it. And that Social Security part is a part of why there's a lot of confusion out there, because that doesn't exist anymore. So now it's just a matter of, is it the right plan for you or not?
Well, what kind of things go into that question? I remember when I had to make this decision, one of the folks that I spoke to said, well, your wife went through this military career with you, and if you die and don't enroll in the survivor benefit plan, she has nothing to show as a benefit of that career.
So you got it then.
I got it, yes.
Okay. I didn't. So it's interesting how that's already working out. Yeah, one of the things I think comes down to cost, but the idea is that mainly people always end up focusing on, should I go SBP or should I go life insurance? I don't necessarily think that's the proper way to frame the question myself. I think it's more like, should I go SBP and life insurance or just life insurance? And the reason I tend to say that is because SBP is going to give the survivor 55% of the military retirement check, and that's assuming you cover the entire amount of the check. 55% is probably not going to keep your survivor at the standard of living that they've become accustomed to. So there's probably still going to have to be some insurance. So you don't get out of the whole life insurance game just because you take SBP. So you're going to have SBP, and then there may be some other cost involved, but I think it comes down to the complexities with life insurance versus SBP is a big issue that people need to consider. That SBP is dirt simple, and that dirt simple aspect of SBP does have a certain amount of value to it, especially to the survivor.
Yeah, I agree. And I tend to think of it as not life insurance, but income insurance, because we're used to a cash flow. We're used to having that monthly retired check, and I know our spouses are too. And when that ends, it can be more disruptive to get a lump sum than to get that continued cash flow in life. And I know that that's one of the features about SBP that I think makes it a good deal for most.